Most incredible person that I've ever met.
I'm very glad I got to know him.
He was the neatest guy on the planet. He was so awesome.
Had a huge drive behind him.
One of the most generous, caring persons that I've ever met.
It's the embodiment of everything that we value.
I'd never met someone with that sincerity and that caring ever.
He just was a person that had the biggest heart in the world.
He was a man with a vision.
He worked harder than anyone I've ever seen work.
He was just a great human being.
I can remember this very sincere young man who had a bigger-than-life dream.
Whatever happened, he always lived in the future.
Here's a guy who was very inspirational.
It was the way that he looked people in the eye. It was the way that he dealt with people. It was something about how he felt and his conviction about what he did.
The moment he came into a room, the whole room was, wow, who is this person? So even they didn't know him. He was just there.
He made all of us believe that if he could do it, truly we could do it.
That's not maybe it's going to happen. That is going to happen. Okay, period.
He started out of the trunk of a car out of a dream as just a teenager.
You know, this Herbalife thing has really been a dream of mine and a dream come true.
Mark Hughes is the man that had the dream.
There's no reason why everybody in the building can't get to the president's team. Everybody.
Someone that made the dream come true.
I'm talking about everybody in the room. I mean all the way in the back of the room.
He had a dream to take it around the world and do something for humanity.
We are great Herbalife. So when our children are doing this business and they walk the streets of Rome and they say, what do you do? And they say Herbalife, the people will go, wow, unbelievable, okay?
Mark Hughes was the guy that had this vision and was sure about this 25 years ago.
First of all, I was 22 years old.
He was an underdog.
And I didn't have any money.
Wrong side of the tracks.
And my hair was real long.
9th grade education.
Didn't have any doctorate degrees.
Mother died of a drug overdose.
I didn't have any experience in running a company like this.
Yet, look at what he created.
Only my dream of a company called Herbalife.
You know, in the beginning, Herbalife started with one dream in mind, and that was to better people's health through proper nutrition and to get people to get their system cleansed, to get on proper nutrition, and to be able to head their lives in a proper direction.
His philosophy, his energy, his spirit, it still permeates the whole company.
Mark Hughes was one of the visionaries of this century.
I thank God that I had this opportunity in my life to meet Mark.
He was truly an extraordinary man. In a world full of darkness, he was like a shining lamp, like a beacon of light, if you will.
He was an amazing person. And if I can just be 1/10 as amazing as him, well, that'd be pretty amazing in itself.
We are the ones, we got the products, we got the leadership, we are the most unbelievable people, we're simply the best!
I can remember this very sincere young man who had a bigger-than-life dream, and it seemed like really nobody was listening to him.
You know, a lot of people say, you know, I wish I got in on the beginning. No, you don't. It was terrible in the beginning.
In my first opportunity meeting with him, everybody was walking out, and I didn't really know, I thought they were getting a notebook or pen or tape recorder, but I soon found myself being the only one at the Mark Hughes training class.
It was unbelievably terrible.
He had a look in his eyes that had a sparkle of hope, a sparkle of future.
See, and we had to teach ourselves how to be positive about everything, no matter what, because we didn't have anything, and all we were doing was talking about the dream and the hope and the prayer that this thing was going to work. And we talked about it like it was going to be unbelievable, okay? And at night, we were praying it was going to be unbelievable, okay?
And I actually felt for the first time, here was someone that was going to care about my future. And he was looking for someone to believe in him, and I was looking for something to believe in.
And I go to write out Jerry Svetanovich's very first royalty override check for 97 cents. $0.97. It cost me more than 97 cents to write the check out, okay? And here I am writing this check out, and I'm thinking to myself, oh man, 97 cents. And this is my top distributor. You know? But you know, Jerry was great about this because, you know, we taught our people how to be excited about everything, no matter what. That's a very important concept. Excited about everything, no matter what. So Jerry went around with this 97-cent check and she said, look at this, it is unbelievable. She says, you know what? If it keeps doubling month after month after month after month after month after month after month, okay, I'm gonna get rich. It's gonna be unbelievable. My girl.
I'll never forget that day.
There's only one thing that I can say, really from the heart, and that's that this company started as a tiny little dream. It's built up and it's built, and it's now become a reality. And that's really something that's very, very special. And I don't know what else to say other than just thank you. I really don't.
So when I started with Herbalife, my goal was, of course, I wanted to have the Ferrari because it was a dream when I was 4 years old. I wanted to have a Ferrari. But really, what I wanted is freedom, and I wanted to survive in this world, that it's not an easy world.
I learned more about living and more about what I was doing in business through the hardest times in my life, not through the best times in my life. Because when things are difficult and when things are not good, your true character in life, how much of a man or a woman you're going to be, is that's when it really shows. That's when it shines.
People think that Mark Hughes was the guy that was, for him everything was perfect and everything was nice. But I saw the other side of Mark Hughes. Explained me, you have to do the right thing. And the other side is when I got divorced. You know, he passed with me through all this process. And he was calling me like every day, how are you, how are the things going, and blah, blah, blah. And the multimillionaire that has millions of distributors and all this company, you know, calling me was one of the best experience of, if you are a friend of someone, doesn't matter where you are, just keep talking, keep helping the guy.
Listen, all of our families need someone that they can look up to. And let me tell you, not just our families, it starts family by family, town by town. But let me tell you what we're doing in Herbalife. We're teaching the world how they ought to be able to live. Everybody needs some guidance in this world today. My goodness, if you look at the circumstances in the world today, with the fighting that's going on, with the people that don't love each other, with the people that can't get along with things, where else can we have a room in the world today where there's so many different languages and so many different personalities and so many different religious situations where everybody can come together at one single time with one common bond to help people with better nutrition and to help people better their lives. We got to be the most outstanding leadership that's running this world. Really, this is what it's about.
At the first supervisor workshop that I went to, Mark, I remember him saying, we're going to change the nutritional habits of the world one person at a time. I thought he was either crazy or he had the biggest vision of anyone I had ever met, and it turns out it was the latter.
It's not important where I'm at right now.
I was an entrepreneur, but I was broken. I was failing in the real estate business.
I had no car, no bank account.
I lost belief in myself.
no money, no nothing, and no way of getting some income.
It's where I can be in the future that's important.
At that time, I recognized Herbalife was what I was looking for many years. First month made $1,000. Within 9 months, I was making 40 grand a month.
By my mid-20s, I got my income to over $100,000 a month.
By the time I was 30, we started at 28. My wife was 23. We hit $1.1 million in income.
We have everything we want. Now you end up figuring out ways to give it away.
Trust me, I can tell you with absolute sincerity, anything is possible if you just keep using, where, and talking, and do it over and over and over and over and over again. The wildest dreams you've ever thought of can come true in Herbalife.
Then my personal dream is about traveling, because I love to travel, to spend time on countries, knowing the people, knowing better some continents and some places that are still like really natural.
You can conquer anything in your life if you want to, if you just keep working on yourself.
My dreams in the future, I love challenges. And one thing, and it might sound kind of crazy, but I'm going to do it sooner or later, is I want to own an island.
Anything is possible.
I've accomplished, everything that I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to, I wanted a ranch. I got a ranch. I wanted a airplane. I got an airplane. I wanted a helicopter. I got a helicopter.
You can go as far as you want to go because that's the way it is in Herbalife.
I've always dreamt of producing an Oscar-winning movie. I've dropped my mother's dream of me becoming Prime Minister, second generation anyway.
Anything is possible.
My dream now is to get on the Founders Circle. When I heard what they're offering the Founders Circle, my dream is to travel the world and be on the Founders Circle until they come up with something even better.
Most of my personal dreams have come true. So my dream is that my children's dreams come true. And I have great comfort knowing that we have Herbalife, if nothing else. I mean, if they can do whatever they want to do, but if nothing else, they have Herbalife, which I know is a vehicle that can help their dreams come true in an incredibly positive way.
I want to give back, and I want to be a person that people say, she could have retired and just sat in her mansion or her yacht or whatever and, just took the money every single month. That's not what I want. I want to be the person that, another 10 years, another 20 years, I want to still be doing this because it's so fulfilling. And I just hope that I become more than I am now.
$5 billion is what's going to be happening. And I'm going to get the $5 billion, period. Okay? This kid is going to $5 billion. Now, again, if you guys decide to get in on this, okay, great.
He says, oh, okay, great, Doran. Listen, you want to double your income? No problem. All you got to do is do what you did here, just do it again. And he drew it out again. And that was his whole training. All you've got to do is do what you did before, do it again.
For me, Herbalife is somewhere that carrying this dream from Mark Hughes and deliver to all those distributors and leaders.
Since Herbalife is growing so fast now, I see myself continuing to do what I'm doing and do it better and do it more and help other people and influence more people with the Herbalife mission and train more people and travel more because I'm excited like never before.
We started with nutritional clubs, and for me, no question, nutritional clubs is the future for all Herbalife.
To have the lofty goals that the company has now come to fruition, it takes every little distributor. And if I do my part in my home on my street, and you do your part on your home and your street, and we all pitch in and work this thing together, then collectively we're going to make this thing happen.
As a leader, I think that I can play my part of duplicating what I believe and what I experience and the success all through the stages?
Well, I'm working very much in the Nutrition Club concept in India. The whole India team of people, the leadership and the Nutrition Club owners, are all coming together and trying to find how to get this concept into India in an India sort of way.
Every single really working tool has to be given to the rest of the world if they are able to really work this in their markets and in their countries. And we are there to share this idea.
The thing is that to bring other people, so you got to copy yourself, inspire other people to do exactly the same thing. And I put as a goal to have even more people and inspiring more people to get to the 3 billion and beyond.
How I'm helping the company to get to 3 billion and beyond is I help the company do 1 million and beyond. And that is, I use the product, I wear the button, I talk to as many people as I possibly can, as passionately as I can, with as much enthusiasm as I can, and try to keep it fun, simple, and magical.
So I see my role as continuing to work with the management of Herbalife as a partner to create more ways of reaching people, better ways of training distributors, and better ways of spreading the understanding of how our products can help people around the world.
The acceleration is so much faster now that I know I have absolutely no idea where this thing can go.
There isn't any kind of background today that you can't think of that people have started the company with the most miserable circumstances you can possibly imagine, every kind of color of skin, every kind of different race, every different kind of religious habit, every kind of different personality. Everybody around the world, okay, is being able to do good under this unbelievable thing called Herbalife.
I just don't know where to start. I'd really like to thank a lot of the people that have stuck with me through a lot of the good times that we've had, but more importantly, the bad times that I've personally gone through and the company's gone through. And I'd like to thank you for sticking along with me. We have accomplished that people are finally aware that there is a better way to take care of themselves through nutrition and through herbs, and that herbs are something that is important. We will never be coming out with cheap products just to make a nickel off of every single person that's in it. We'll have the finest quality products in the world. If you have the feeling in your heart that if you were never ever to make a dime with this company again, would you still use the Herbalife products every single day, and would you go out and sell them? I can't tell you about everything in the future, but I will tell you this, it's going to get much, much better.